Hi everyone, this is Fumu. I am poking around with a new idea that kind of came to mind, and that was just to kind of start recording my guild battles and my arena battles to kind of have a way to look at those in the future if I need to. If I need to refer back to any of the results or anything like that. Um, so we're gonna record these and see how they go. I'll be doing my main account and my alt account during these, and we'll go from there. So right now we're starting with my main account, which is one that I can actually use my new um, equipment that I bought, which is actually the HDMI repeater, to take my phone, or I'm sorry, the USB-C to HDMI converter. And that just repeats it to a capture card and onto a screen, and it works a lot better than BlueStacks. So it's great. But I won't be able to do that from my alt account, unfortunately. So, but I'm kind of getting to the guild battles a little late. I was with family earlier because today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. But due to that, my guild has already kind of gone in and done a lot of work. So we actually only have 3 dudes left. So I don't know if my alt account's going to be able to do a whole lot of damage to it, so I'm actually going to save that single Mont team for the alt account, and I might save the that Boppy one for my alt account as well, because Engelbert is kind of weak to magic, and Mediana is on the other team, so I have to go for the Ramza fight. So this is not going to go very well, I think. I'm a little worried about this matchup. Let me actually see real quick the levels on the Engelbert team. Oh yeah, now that'll be perfect for my I think my alt account. But that's all I got for this one. I expected a few more matches, but like I said, coming in a little late, so we're gonna see how this goes. Now, last time I streamed this, I had a lot of fun actually kind of commentating and talking about the match, so I'm gonna try to also do that here. So let me know in the comments below kind of your thoughts in regards to this content. If you like just seeing the results and kind of going from there. But just let me know. But we're going to start here. It looks like Ramza's team is a little faster. They have an Etra. Oh, that's super neat. My alt account focuses on Etra, so that's really intriguing to me. Alright, so we're getting a Rallying Cry. That's an Aurora popping up. Set as a Knight subclass for Etra. That's really interesting. Alright, so the team is kind of sticking to one side. I'm not sure who they're trying to chase down. Getting a lot of buffing going on right now. That store is basically going to be wasted, so that's okay. The invasion's kind of high and the crit rate's kind of high, so I'm a little worried about that. Mortal Spirit will help a little bit in regards to just charging in. Shimmering Blade... No, Ultima. Okay, so we didn't get hit very hard by the Ultima. That's good. Arm Break, not doing a whole lot. I think the attack goes down on that. Ooh, nice. Rough Divide taking out Gafgarian. Gafgarian being kind of a glass cannon, that definitely works. Killer Blade's going to knock out that Etra real quick. This Ramza is really going to be the only thing we got to worry about. Xenoglossi coming in. That's probably going to be a Blasting Zone. Oh, he's dead, yeah. Killer Blade coming in. Shearing Blade did hit quite a bit, but yeah, that Blasting Zone definitely coming in and trying to clean things up, so we are good to go on this first one. I was a little worried about that matchup, but we cleaned it up. So full 3 stars there, perfect. What's kind of cool too is that was the highest attack in the opposing guild, so it's kind of nice to see that my team can handle a team like that. So, taking a look, we got to sort this by attack again. We've only got the 2 remaining teams. I really enjoy seeing the fact that my guildmates have gone in there and done a lot of work. I've been talking to a lot of them about kind of being a little more active in regards to fights and whatnot. So, glad to see that they're participating. That's really cool. Man, I'm a little worried about just leaving the final mount. It is a level 89. So we might be okay. let's do this. I'm gonna hold off on this the second match, and we'll actually swap over to arena matches. And based on how the alt account matches go, that'll determine if my main account, can come in and kind of sweep things up if needed. I imagine we'll be able to take out the Mont and be able to make a dent in the Engelbert team, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so my arena team is Mont, Thancred, and Liart. Y'shtola was in there for a while, but Y'shtola has a very weak... I'm sorry, she's she doesn't have the greatest HP pool. On that same note, neither does Liart, but Liart has better range. And she's kind of my Mediana killer, which is kind of nice. She's not going to be able to survive everything, but the main reason why I'm using Liart is because I don't have Frederica. So it's kind of what we've been poking around with lately. And actually, we're going to try this one out because this one does have a Mediana. We're going to see if I can put my money where my mouth is on this and see if my theory with using Liart is going to be worth it. We recently did fully awaken her and... we TMR'd her. So fully awoken, got the limit break all the way. So we're gonna see if this works out. I'll be excited when I can get some good equipment on the art, but even the TMR should help a little bit. Alright, so my team does do a lot of buffing at the start, which is perfectly fine. The agility always helps. The regen is kind of, it's a little early on the regen, but we can't control the AI on that. But the max HP from Divine Grace comes in handy. Heart of Stone is also kind of helpful. Oh, he did not go for... Interesting. I bet Vow of Love is screwing a little bit up. Interesting. Normally he does go for the Divine Grace or whatever it is there. So the Aurora will actually come in a little handy there. We're going to see a Cosmo Plume. Ooh, okay. Oof. That was a big hit. So if Liart doesn't... Yeah, we definitely have some Vow of Love stuff going on here, because I imagine she would have been able to hit that Mediana really hard, but I think Thancred is going to come in here with Eruptive Eye, go ahead and knock out the Mediana. This Stone Throw AI is going to drive me nuts. Thancred's going to be able to knock out the Mont. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, it's going to be a little questionable. I think we're going to be able to hit him pretty hard. This Blasting Zone's going to come in here. Oh, okay, woof, there we go. 2400. Was that 2433, I think I saw the damage was? With that Blasting Zone, able to knock things out. Not a whole lot of things are going to be able to survive that. Alright, so good stuff. That's just our first match of the day. And I'm not like super driven in regards to my PvP results. I just like seeing how things go. So we take what we get, and I like the results that I've been getting so far. Frederica is still kind of a pain point. My Thancred and my Mont do survive those, but Frederica does tend to take out Liart pretty quickly, and especially this guy. He's got level 60, okay, so that's not what I expected, but he does have a level 91 Ramza. So you can tell that immediately this is a whale, because he's fully awakened and fully limit broke his Ramza, which takes a lot of resource. Not only that, but we have a level 70 Orlandu somewhere in there, so this guy's putting in a fair amount of money into his account. So we're going to avoid that one. This one... it's still kind of a questionable one because we've got a level 61 Mediana, which isn't too terribly high, but the level 83 Orlandu and the level 75 Ramza kind of tell me that, those might be a little strong. His total attack is only slightly less. It's actually only 3 points less, but his magic stat is way up there, and magic really tears up my Mont and my Thancred, so I don't know if Liart's going to be enough to actually avoid all that, and those Shimmering Blades are really going to hurt. We're probably going to avoid that one as well. Engelberts I try to avoid, mainly because I don't have any magic on this, so depending on what the rest of the team is kind of determines if I take up on these. Man. This one, I think we could try this one out. We've got a lot of range between Ryu and Frederica, but Ryu I'm not really scared of. At the most, he's done a lot of leg shots at distance. We'll probably see a bit more of that here in this match. The Frederica is probably going to knock out Liart pretty quickly. We'll have to see kind of what she does right off the bat. Sharpshoot hitting Thancred. Okay, I was like, I couldn't even tell who that hit. That Sharpshoot actually did quite a bit. But he's probably going to get an Aurora on himself pretty quickly here. It'll probably be the next turn. We'll see, we'll see. Oof, that aimfire is not going to make that Frederica any easier to deal with. Alright, Supercharge from the Liart. Valve Love helping save Liart there from a Mont attack of some sort. Mont kind of charging in means that we're going to really kill him. We've got a Blasting Zone, I imagine, coming through here. I think, honestly, Liart's auto attack there really helps kind of seal the deal. And we're seeing a lot of work from Valve Love, trying to save Liart. Oh, you fool! Get it on yourself before the others who are at full health. We're kind of getting picked apart here by the shots at distance. We'll be able to close the gap here in a moment. Liart getting, 1,000 damage on a shot was actually pretty decent. And obviously my melee fighters being able to close that gap and get in there really sealed the deal. But, this is kind of definitely good evidence to show that Liart can be worth the effort if you don't have Frederica. Frederica obviously will top in regards to results and everything, but Liart can be a nice substitute. The whole reason why I started poking around with Liart was, like I said earlier, I don't have Frederica, but I did pull Frederica's vision card. So, while I'm not using said vision card on Liart, because we actually have her set up... Oh no, I'm a liar. I do have it on there. Yeah. I need to level it up, though. I haven't been very good about doing that. But if you don't have that vision card, you could easily use something like the Cactuar card, because the agility up and the critical hit rate are going to be fantastic. You could use something like Horned Castle. The attack up is going to help there. You could look at something like this, but the missile attack is only going to help really Liart, I'm assuming, unless you are actually using a full range team. But I doubt you're really going to be doing that. Oh, and I'm a liar. I didn't have the TMR on that entire time. I'm a goof. Alright, let's get that on there. Alright, everything else looks good. Let's actually poke around, because since I don't have that card, I must not have actually poked around with my setup here in quite some time. So I've got two options here. Slash attack I think would help everyone. But I think the critical hit rate may be better, because we're getting a 10% agility increase for Liart. But we could boost the attack by quite a bit with Horned Castle. Let's do this. Because the slash attack resistance I think is going to be pretty relevant. It could make the difference, I think. We have a lot of slash attackers out there in regards to kind of common teams, so I think that's mainly going to be what kind of helps here. So this I like, because I am actually not scared of this team at all. Sterns do hit hard. Don't get me wrong, Sterns hit hard. But we haven't really seen great results with Elda, which is the pole guy here. Obviously the father of Stern and Mont, from the story, of course. But Elda, we don't see a whole lot. And I've been able to take those guys out pretty easily. So we'll see how this goes. I actually just recently pulled Elda. I'll be excited to build him. He's actually the best unit to partner with a Ifrit. Alright, typical buffing at the start here. I recently maxed out that move that was raising the evasion. I really hope that starts becoming worth it. I don't think I've had a moment for it to become relevant just yet. Divine Grace will help a little bit. Come on. Ooh, okay, so the Sharpshoot took a good chunk out of Stern, but the Shuriken did come and get that clap back, so that's okay. What are we charging, my boy? Oh my god, stop throwing stones! Oh, you fool! You could have gone in there and done like a killer blade or something. Ah, you idiot. Alright, alright. So Thancred got the biggest spike damage here out of the way. Killer Blade taking a good chunk out of Elda. Nighthawk hitting for a decent amount. Alright, Rough Divide's going to finish off Elda. Now we just have to worry about this Mont. He's going to resist a lot of the slash damage, which will be kind of the butt. But we'll see what happens here. Alright, Blasting Zone's going to do the combo off. Valve love really keeping things off of Thancred right now, which honestly doesn't really need to happen because Thancred's pretty blasting on its own, but it allows me to kind of keep him in place. Or, you know, kind of have his AI stay in place. Allow those Blasting Zones to kind of line up. Alright. I imagine by the end of this we'll get back up into like the 10k range. Which, I mean, if you focus on PvP, you do get rewarded quite well. I think you get like Viz for the rewards. The daily rewards are just Gil and arena tokens, but honestly it's so hard to be in the 10k or above that, you know, whatever. The weekly rewards is where you're going to get the Viz. So you can get up to 2,000 Viz if you can stay in the top 10, but good luck. Alright, I'm going to grab a drink here. Ugh. Talking a lot, obviously. Ugh, means I need to get something to wet the whistle. Alright, so let's go ahead and get in here. This one isn't bad. The Orlandeau is kind of the biggest threat, obviously. But I think we'd be able to spike that down. Let's try it. Let's try it. Mediana is obviously going to be a big old butt, but that's what Liart's for. So let's hope that Liart does her job. We'll find out. I imagine Val Love is on Engelbert, though, so it's probably going to mess a little bit with the aggro. Alright, no round one through the frickin' stones. Crush armor. Okay. Oh! She's going to charge Supercharge, and she might take out the Mediana. Yes! Yes! That's exactly what Liart is supposed to do. Oh, that's going to help so much. I'd love to see that damage get even higher, but we're working with a low rarity unit, which means their base stats are going to be pretty low. Oh my gosh! 3224. Yeah, Liart's not surviving that. She doesn't have, like, I think she's only a little above, like, 1,000. Yeah, you know, I think we've got a little bit of Val Love that's going to mess with a few things. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Oh, that's his limit break. Why Beast Breaker? Come on now. Alright, this is mainly just going to be the grind down. Engelbert's not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage back to us, so we really just need to smack up against him. He is a wall. He's one of the best tanks in the game. He's got a lot of slash resistance, and he can hit pretty beefy hits in return. So, still won that. Ooh, actually, I might be able to get above 10k after this, because I think that just got me somewhere in the 10k. Yeah. Oh, just barely under 11k. I don't know if this will really get me through there. I don't focus on the unit bonus at all. So, yeah. This is an interesting team. Y'shtola has never really been much of a threat. You know, I actually have a max level Y'shtola myself, and, you know, she doesn't do anything too crazy. She's kind of like a bargain bin Mediana in the sense that she's got an AoE that she can do. But she doesn't have a limit break. And just not as good, you know. So, but it's never really been a huge threat in Arena. I like Y'shtola. The thing that I'm mainly worried about is just the Orlando Ramza combo, because usually when I see both these characters on the same team that are so high level, they've either pumped a crap ton of resources into them, or they're spending a lot of money. So that's always hard to fight against a whaled account. You know, we're beating them in the attack range, but obviously the magic range is going to be, you know, a little higher. Ramza is a hybrid unit, Y'shtola is obviously a magic unit, so we may be able to take it. It's going to be a little risky, especially since we don't know how hard the Scion Fires are going to hit. However, I will say that Ramza is probably doing the bulk of the magic number that we see here. So we're going to try it. And if we lose, we lose. You know, everything's kind of a learning experience. We're still going to get rewards. I'm really just worried about getting tokens. I'm not worried about my rank. Okay, whew. So I was doing an attack right off the bat. It's like, you don't have that range. Stop this. Rallying Cry. She's going to do a supercharge on someone. Okay. A little bit of a hit on the Orlando. That's okay. Shimmering. Oh, surviving the Shimmering Blade. I didn't see how much that hit for. But I'm glad that she survived. But alright, getting taken out. That's okay. Still through. Y'shtola getting that close is a little worrisome. She's gonna get, okay, a foul. That's gonna hurt. You know, we may lose this one, depending on how quickly we can spike some dudes down. Rough Divide's gonna finish off Y'shtola. Y'shtola is very fragile, so that's kind of expected. Killer Blade taking out the Orlando with a 24,000 hit, close to 25,000, I think. We might pull this one off. You see a charge. It's probably an Aurora. Yep. But the region doesn't work. What is up with that? Aye. Alright, so we're losing the fight here. Nope, no we're not. Never mind. We were losing that back and forth between Ramza and Mont there. But thank you for coming in with the Burst Strike. I'm going to finish that off. And we are all set. I believe that was the last fight. Yes, it was. Okay. So, from here, we are going to go ahead and pull into my alt account, and then we're going to see how those guild battles go. So give me just a moment, I'll get set up, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back with my alt account. This is one that, you know, it uses my wife's username. And actually the rules that I have with this account is that I can't use anyone on the main team that is on my main account, and all of the characters that are in use have to be basically approved, quote-unquote, by my wife. It worked out pretty well because during the time that I started this account was the time that the Etra event actually up and started. So if you've tuned into any of my streams or anything like that, I've mentioned numerous times that this Etra really resembles a lot of my wife, so she kind of took a liking to it pretty quickly. So it, you know, it's been doing pretty good. We don't have a tank really on this team, which kind of stinks, but Orlando is kind of working well on that. I did luckily pull into Orlando on this one, so it's been working pretty decent there. So yeah, we'll see. But you know, kind of like I was saying, I wanted to see basically how my matches went with this account before I did my second fight on my main account. So we're going to go ahead and hop in and try to take out the remaining Mont on Taya North's team. And then we're going to try to smack into Boppy and see what happens. This account, the team is showing... My apologies, let me sort it by the rank in here. So we have Etra, we have Orlando, and we have Mediana. So a little bit more on the magic side, and that's why we're going to be confident against that Engelbert. A little bit of the Mont as well. I'm kind of hoping that Mediana doesn't waste her Cosmo Plume on Mont, but we'll see. You know, we'll take what we get. Even if I can get some blizzards off of Engelbert, we should be okay. So we're going to go ahead and smack into this just because we're pretty confident here. It is level 89 though, that's going to be the only kind of questionable thing. You know, none of my dudes are that high of a level, but I think we can take enough things at range to knock out the remaining 50% health. Here goes nothing. Now, this is running through BlueStacks, so we are going to see a little bit of lag and performance differences between my main account because I was using a HDMI converter, USB-C to HDMI. But BlueStacks works great. It tends to crash, and you know it doesn't have the greatest performance, but it does okay. All right, so starting things off, you know the AI does normally just do that store. That's okay. A little bit of buffing going on. Not as great of party buffs as my main account, but that's okay. We're going to see the Cosmo Plume. Yep. I'm going to go and do the Cosmo Plume. That's going to be a good chunk out of there. Etra's going to get a Surge Strike. That is going to miss, though. That kind of stinks. Oh, nice, a Stone Throw. Valve Love really helping out there, too. Keeping that off of Etra, who's kind of squishy, and also Mediana, who's also kind of squishy. But the Blizzard is going to go ahead and finish off Mont, which is great. Mont doesn't have the greatest magic resistance because he is a tank unit. So we're going to be able to snag in that last star on this team. There is only one team remaining on the opponent's side, so we unfortunately did use up our Cosmo Plume use with the AI. You know, in Guild Battle, you don't get to control what your units do, so you do have to kind of rely on them acting intelligently. So we took that risk. That's okay. We're probably going to be able to get a Blizzard or two off, hopefully, on the Engelbert to try to knock out some HP. Otherwise, Etra's going to have a heck of a time against this Engelbert. We're going to have to really see if we can finish this off. Now again, it is level 45, and we are out-leveling at least in one point somewhere. You know, Etra is beating this level 80, Mediana is, well, I guess equal here, and Orlando is... Oh, I'm sorry, Orlando is beating the 60, and the Mediana is beating the Engelbert. So, hopefully that works out in our favor, but the attack is a little high. We're going to see what happens here. We don't know the other two teammates, so there might be an Orlando that's causing that to be really, really high. But we'll find out here in just a moment. Alright, into it here. We're probably going to see a store from Etra right off the bat. Yep, there's an Orlando and a Ramza. That was the other unit. So, kind of go figure, I suppose. But that also means this may be an interesting matchup. You know, those two units weren't incredibly built. I think the Orlando is going to be the 61 and the Ramza would be the 60 based on unit placement. Could be wrong on that. Alright, we've already got a charge coming through. Etra's going to try to beat the meat shield. Ooh, Shimmering Blade not taking out though. That means the Blizzard's still going to fire off. However, that's going to be a little risky. Yeah, Crush Armor's going to finish off Mediana. That's not good because we needed Mediana for Engelbert, and we did not even get a scratch on Engelbert yet. But we've taken out the Ramza. Etra going after the Orlando, but the Vow of Love is going to kind of get the attention off of Etra. This is a little dicey here. I don't think we're going to survive this. You know, with Orlando going down, Etra is very squishy. Ooh, that stun is not good. Yeah. So, honestly, though, while this does really stink that, you know, we're... Oh, no, a double miss. Yikes. Okay. So, we did what we could, honestly. We did over half damage on the team. You know, we've knocked out Ramza, and we took over half health on the Orlando. My main account will definitely be able to get back in there and finish it up, so I'm not too worried. So we'll have to get back in there and do that. Man, these loading screens on BlueStacks are driving me nuts. Alright, so that's okay. That's certainly fine. We're going to go ahead and go into the arena and finish off our matches here. I think my idea is I'm going to hold off on these and not do them straight away in the morning, and just so I can kind of bring some YouTube content here. So we've got the same exact team set up here for the arena, just because it's mainly my best 3 units, I think. We did have Ayaka in this slot originally, and it kind of helped, but not a whole lot. I think Orlando was a great swap in. Alright, so this one is going to go a little rougher than my main account, as I guess expected. So we really do have to pick and choose our battles here. This one I think should go okay. The Frederica is kind of scary, but I don't know how this team does against Frederica. Let's find out. Alright, so this team does not do as much buffing as my main account, as we kind of saw in the guild battle as well. So they're going to get in there pretty quickly. I tend to see a lot of crush armors from across the field. So we got a store. Okay, so no crush armor right off the bat. No sharpshoot right off the bat. That's good. That's good. I see a stone throw. That's okay. Alright, there's a crush armor from across the field. That's okay. We're gonna see a blizzard? Oh, no. Okay, so blizzard coming through, doing a fair amount. I think Val Love is on Engelbert. Yeah, it's gotta be. Frederica doing a butterfly sting. Etra's probably gonna go down. She keeps smacking against the dude that resists him the most. Or resists her the most, excuse me. Alright. Frederica... Okay, Val Love helping Etra out a little bit. Alright, Engelbert's down. Kind of stinks that the blizzard's going to go to waste. Orlando could go down here. Alright, so that element advantage is mainly coming in handy there. Blizzard's going to come through, and we're going to finish off with the Crush Armor. Fantastic. I really do want to see Mediana do more damage. But, you know, this is a free-to-play account. It's not gonna develop as quickly as my main account. You know, and I think I'm still in the minnow, maybe dolphin range on that. I'm not really trying to vie to spend a crap ton of money on the game, but it does help to kind of drop some money to develop things faster. It's mainly what the game rewards you with. It's not giving you some sort of advantage in the sense of like access to characters that you wouldn't have for free-to-play accounts or anything like that. It just means that you speed up the grind. So, yeah. Alright, so let's figure out our next match. The Frederica thing, I think worked out pretty decent. Let's take a look at this one. This would be an interesting matchup because, you know, like my main account, Elda doesn't really scare me. But the Stern kind of does. The Mediana, I don't have the ranged option like Lee Art. But let's see how this goes. I don't have high hopes. I don't have as great of a win success rate on this account as I do my main account, obviously with the vast difference in the ranks. But the unit bonus just so happened to apply to my main account as well. So Mont is really doing some carrying there. Alright, per usual, we're going to have a store right off the bat. Hazard form. Alright. Now that Elda does have a that best spear with a dragon killer. Ooh, to ride the shuriken, so we're good there. I'm not gonna be standing there for too long though. We gotta get a hit in. That's really all I can ask for. Ooh, yikes. This is probably not gonna go well. We took out the Stern though in one shot. That's great. Yeah, that's kind of tough. So Mediana's gonna get a charge off. You gonna take out the Elda? No, go for a drain. Except for I didn't lose any health, so I don't know. Cosmo Plume coming in. Kind of helpful, but... Ooh, nope. Yep, that Hien. That Hien. Alright, so now we know. Kind of got taken out a little too easily by the Stern. Etra doesn't have the greatest defense in the world. And Orlando can be kind of squishy sometimes. Not as squishy as others, but like he's certainly not a very good tank. So I need to find a decent tank option on this account. Based on my quote-unquote rule, I can't use Mont. And I don't have Nasha, and technically Nasha would clash element-wise with my Awakening materials that I would need for Mediana. So we're kind of in a stuck spot. We'll have to figure that out. Alright, Irma. So let's try this. The Irma will be interesting. We've got some range from her with launch. Gafgarian could be a little scary. Ramza's probably going to do some decent damage, but we're gonna try this out. I'm likely going to get bopped. As much as I would love to see Etra work, I've been questioning her spot, at least in the PvP teams. I think PvE, she's perfectly fine. But PvP, I think she just maybe isn't there just yet. I need to maybe get some like Mithril Claws on her, maybe the Cat Paws, something. Because right now I've only got the Metal Knuckles on her, but I haven't done a whole lot of weapon development on this account. Oh, really just getting in there. Alright. Just up and over. Surge Strike. Oh my god. That launch basically hit for 3,200. Holy cow. Etra is squish. Alright, Cosmo Plume coming in. Gonna take out 2 units. Nice. Very nice. Alright, Gafgarian out of here. We just have the Ramza to worry about. We're gonna get a Crush Armor from across the field, and we're gonna finish this off. Shimmering Blade, the Valve Love, I think, really was the key point there, because otherwise that Ramza probably would have gone for the Mediana and interrupted that Blizzard that just took it down. So, good stuff there. Keeping it off the squishies. Except for when the squishies go running in. So, and Stern has kind of a similar plight, if you will. If you make him too fast, he'll rush on in there, and yeah, he'll get a Shuriken off, and very likely kill something, but he's probably not going to survive all too long after the fact. Alright, 2 more matches here. Let's see, who do we want to try up against now? Ooh, rank 40. That's pretty low. Let's go for it. As you can see, like, a lot of teams really don't mess around with a whole lot of other characters. That's what I'm really excited to see. Like during one of the guild battles earlier, we saw an Etra, which I thought was super dope. Someone actually using Etra. But like sometimes I'll see like the occasional unit that like you just don't normally see. Like I can't even remember her name, but there's the Wind Cleric unit, and I saw her on a team once, and she was actually pretty annoying. I still won the match, but she was like protecting and shielding and actually healing, and it was nutty. Ooh, that was not nice. Crush Armor from across the field, taking out the Mediana. Blizzard. Oh, nice. We're just gonna do it right on back. And that's actually gonna save Etra. Etra is probably gonna get bopped there in a moment. Surge Strike on the Orlando, that's kind of helpful, but the auto refresh pop is not great. Crush Armor coming through. Etra might be able to finish that off, but... Ooh. Yes, alright. So Etra able to finish off the Orlando. Ooh, nice. That'll help out a lot. We're just gonna kind of bop into him, try to get some AP built. Counter hit's not great. Hummel coming in. Nice, 2 evasions. Wow, that's super nice. Wow, 2 counterblades coming back in though. That's kind of risky. So that ended up working out. Mediana's unfortunately did not get any time on the field, but yeah, that happens sometimes. Mediana's just squishy. One of the other units on the main team of this account is a Shadow Lynx, which I think I just saw a picture of it, and that's what reminded me of it. And that's kind of someone I've been thinking about maybe swapping Etra out for, as Shadow Lynx. But no one's really kind of up there. Like, Etra is the only unit on this account that's Team Hard. So, you know, she's my highest level, and yeah, once I get her to the level 99, she might be better. But it's just trying to get to that point, so it just takes some work. A Marshall Ray. Really? Really? I think I might just be crazy enough to try this. I'm beating it in stats. Yo, let's do it. We never see a Marshall Ray on a team. Marshall Ray right now is seen as one of the worst units in the game. Or, I'm sorry, one of the worst UR units. It's not to say that she's bad. Her AI is just not intelligent. Because she's going to probably spend a lot of her time doing Light Veil and Dark Veil. She might do the Banish, which could be a but we'll see, honestly, kind of like what's going to happen here. I don't know. We're going to get in there. Marshall Ray is gonna go ahead and do a Banish. Yo, get out of here. Crush Armor, across the field, wiping out Marshall Ray. Oof. Alright. Up and over. We're gonna get that attack up. We're gonna get a Blizzard right off the bat. That'll be helpful. Killer Blade hit really hard there. No. Why are you hitting the thing that resists you the most? Oh, that Mont's got some HP. Yeah, we've got some Valve love going on. This is going to be a little difficult. Cosmo Plume coming in, but Mont is like... oh, ouch. Yep, Surge Strike. That's going to... oh, not take it out. Maybe Crush Armor? No? Alright. We're going to be able to get a Blizzard off on Engelbert, but here comes Engel. Stone Throw, man, AI with the bad manners. This is gonna be tough. I got 2 squishy dudes. Ooh, survived the auto attack. Oh, the Magic Break coming in. That's gonna knock out Etra. This is gonna be tough. No! And I'm out of AP. Yeah, she's out. Dang, that sucks. That's super unfortunate. If the AI had some kind of like way to read really, really hard, doing a panel shot that would have still covered the Mont's position, but also covered that other spot in front of her, would have been godlike. Absolutely godlike. Can't expect to win them all. That's okay. And like I said, this account isn't developing as quickly as the main account just because it's a free-to-play account, which is expected. So, you know, I get what I get. So, alright. I am going to go ahead and swap back over to my main account, and we are going to go ahead and finish up the guild battles, and then we're going to call it a night, so give me just a moment. Alright, so back on the main account here, as you can see, we've only got 1 team remaining. We're probably definitely got this one in the bag. Can't imagine what they'd be able to do at this point. But we just need to take out Engelbert and Orlando. You know, they might be able to get some spike damage off, but we're going to see. My team is a little banged up. You know, the Aurora early proc from Thancred may work out here. I'll have to see. TP's kind of a little bit drained, so we're going to take a look. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're definitely out-leveling a lot of this team, so I think we've got this with not much issue. But, you know, never say never, I suppose. One thing that bugs me about Y'shtola's AI is she never uses the move that increases her own magic. I've always been confused on why that isn't in the AI. You know, as all these other guys are buffing their attack and stuff like that, but Y'shtola never does her magic increase. Alright, so Y'shtola is pretty darn close to this Orlando. Gets a foul off. Perfect. Takes out the Orlando. Don't have to worry about any crush armors or anything. And now we basically just need to beat our heads against a wall against this Engelbert. Blade Bash coming in, doing a lot of damage. This Engelbert's only level 45, so we have a huge level gap. So I think that's mainly what's going to be helping here. Here we go, Silence Fire, doing just shy of 900 there. Not the greatest hit in the world, but you know, it's Engelbert. His magic resistance is very low. So. Okay, perfect. So I think that means we get a full clear against this enemy guild. You know, our guild isn't maxed out by any means. It's just kind of a local friendly guild for our Omaha Final Fantasy TCG community. But let me just double check here. I think that's everyone. Otherwise, I'd have someone else that I could have attacked. Yep, everyone's out. So this is actually a very rare occasion where our guild has actually taken everyone out. So. As you can see, most everyone attacked. Let's see, Mitsu, Dryzen, J-Rizzo, and Tank did not attack. That's okay. You know, Dryzen and Tank were actually trying to reach out to see if they're going to be playing the game anymore. They haven't played in a very long time. J-Rizzo plays occasionally. Hasn't been able to focus a whole lot on the game, and Mitsu logs in. So we're trying to get some answers out of them in regards to their plans for the game. So. But good stuff, good stuff. Well, that is going to be it for today's matches. I am going to try to do these on a daily basis because obviously we have guild matches every single day. And we also have the arena stuff every single day. So, yeah, I'll be trying these out. If you like the content, just let me know. You know, I do want to know if these are going to be quote-unquote worth my time. Because, you know, trying to develop this content can be kind of a time sink. So just let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think on my teams. The alt account is really going to be kind of questionable in regards to what to do with it in regards to my PvP teams, but, you know, we get what we get. My main account, I think it's doing very well. You know, I didn't max out Thancred by any means. He's LB3'd, fully awakened, and even then, he is an absolute tank. Really, really enjoying him. Mon's doing very, very well. Y'shtola is kind of that questionable bit. Still don't know. Been debating about switching that out for Liart, but Liart is just so fragile with the arena matches that it's going to be tough in guild battles if I lose her very, very quickly. Y'shtola is kind of on the similar spot, but I need that magic attacker, and I don't have Mediana. I have Mediana on this count, I just don't have her built up. She's certainly not level 99, so that's why we're kind of hanging on to Y'shtola and seeing what we can ultimately do with her. But we'll see. But that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like, subscribe, leave a comment if let me know what you think on this. And we'll see you next time, I guess. Alright, have a great night, guys. Bye.